What about Christopher Nolan's Memento getting a remake? Is this a good idea, guys? I mean, how many of us have seen
Well,
Memento?
I haven't seen it,
I've seen
but
it.
I still have thoughts on this. But go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw it. I think I watched it for the first time last year. I've kind of been on this watching lately, where I watch all kinds of movies from the past last year. Or so.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah,
too.
I'm kind of going decades in the past and trying to catch up for movies. But I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I mean, it was obviously good. It's a Christopher Nolan movie. There's elements of it that only he can do. Guy Pearce is amazing. It's unlike any movie we've seen before.
Wow.
A movie that goes backwards. That's pretty crazy to be able to watch that and be successful.
But it wasn't your cup of tea, really.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, but for getting a remake, I just don't see why. I mean, it doesn't really make sense to me. Christopher Nolan is, it's his movie. 99 somewhere around there, 2000. It came out.
This one came out in
2000.
2000.
Yeah.
2000. So I mean, 15 years, yeah, but by the time it comes out, maybe 16, 17 years. I guess so, but I mean, it seems like it's too close. It's too like fresh in our minds, and it's considered one of his best movies of all time. And that's Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
So like a lot of people like put that as number one for Christopher Nolan. So I don't see why, but obviously a new studio comes in and gets the rights to it, they're gonna go right after it.
Yeah, well, that's
so it's
the
just a
big
business.
part of this story is I don't know the name of the studio, but they acquired a whole bunch of films
Right.
that were under the rights of somebody else. I know Donnie Darko was in there, a few other movies. I'm sure they're going to remake all of them. But see, I haven't seen Memento, so I can't say like I love this movie so much they can't touch it. Like I can't make any comments like that. But what I will say is that I know why they're remaking it. It's all about money, and
Yeah.
I'm sure there's
Yeah.
a creative side to it. Like somebody in that studio like really loves the story and they want to tell it in a different way. But I don't understand why they're remaking a movie that's not too far removed from when it came out. Like even though 16 years ago, that's pretty recent.
Well, and it's not, the studio, by the way, is AMBI Pictures.
Okay.
But it's not like a James Bond movie or a
Like a Spider-Man or a Batman where you're
it's
gonna,
not a property that is really big enough to remake. It's a smaller movie,
But
so why remake it?
No, I doubt like mainstream audiences are going to recognize the title of the movie. But you know what this movie's going to do? It's gonna say from the mastermind Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
It's gonna say
the
that.
first
in
thing
the
it says
trailer.
based on the movie by Christopher Nolan.
Yeah,
It's like,
and then it's gonna like when the movie starts in the opening credits, it's gonna say that. It's gonna say story by Christopher Nolan.
Yes.
And his name's gonna be plastered everywhere on the Blu-rays. And his name's gonna be on it. So it's basically that's what they're selling is Christopher Nolan. But I'm gonna watch the movie pretty soon, and maybe I'll have different thoughts on it. Maybe it's a cool story that can be retold in a modern context. And if
well, the style can easily be told in something different.
if they're doing it for creative reasons, then why not?
Yeah, Jacob, you've convinced me that they're doing it for money, because how do you acquire the rights to the movie and then immediately say, oh, we're making a Memento remake, as if you had a story in your back pocket this whole time and you were
Exactly. I didn't
betting
think about
on,
that.
getting
They
this.
announced it probably before they even started working on it.
Probably, yeah. That's how it is with studios. I myself have never seen it. I'm gonna definitely watch it.
Hey, we'll both watch it, man.
Yeah. But making a remake from Christopher Nolan's best film, that's a pretty hard, thing to top. It's going to be interesting. And even though I haven't seen it, I still assembled a couple names for the remake that might make it interesting. So Jake, since you've seen this, I'm going to throw out some names. And
Are we talking actors? or
actors and
directors?
director.
Okay.
Both. Came prepared. So Fassbender or Jake Gyllenhaal?
Jake Gyllenhaal would fit the role better.
How about with Ben Affleck directing?
Oh, wow.
I don't know if Affleck's style fits the type of movie that Memento is,
Okay.
because it's a very dark movie.
Yeah,
An extremely dark movie.
I figured dark, so I threw it. No, not Fincher. Maybe
It's like
Affleck.
yeah, it's dark in a very psychological way.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah. So, but I would say Jake Gyllenhaal fits the role much better because the character is almost, it's kind of similar to the style he played Nightcrawler with Lou Bloom.
Oh, okay. Wow.